What's up, guys? It's Brent with Lykins Motorsports. Just wanted to give a build update from Mr. Jack. So Mr. Jack contacted me several months ago to build a Cleveland engine for him, and he said he wanted 500 horsepower. And I said that shouldn't be any problem. He sent me his factory 351 Cleveland block. He sent me a pair of 4-barrel closed chamber cylinder heads, and we have just been slowly accumulating machine work on parts. I was hoping that the heads would be done this past week. I wanted to go ahead and get those assembled. We're going to talk about the parts we're going to use in those here in a second. But my head guy, his seat and guide machine pooped out on him, and he spent the better part of the week chasing parts to get that back up and going. So last time I saw the heads, they had been baked and tumbled. They look really nice. I'll show you a picture of what Jack sent here in a second, and then you'll be able to see what they look like now when we get those back. But we had some bronze valve guides installed, and I bought some SI stainless valves for him. And here's the all the valve train parts that we're going to be using. So it is going to be a hydraulic roller cam, and it will be a 408 Cleveland. So it'll be 408 cubic inches with the factory 4-barrel heads. We'll probably either be using a RPM air gap intake or a trick flow single plane intake. I haven't made my mind up with that yet, and I'll probably need to talk to Jack a little bit more about hood clearance and that sort of thing. But I don't have any qualms about making the 500 horsepower with this combination. So since we're going to be going with a hydraulic roller, and it's going to be a healthy one at that, I ordered a set of packed conical valve springs. And I like beehives and conicals. This one's a conical valve spring. 160 pounds at 1,900, 400 at 1,250. Probably install a little bit under that, and we'll get the spring loads up a little bit higher. I do have some Morel 5323 lifters here for him, and here's retainers, locators. So you may be wondering, well, why didn't you go with, something like a titanium retainer or something like that? Here's the reason. So here's 2 Manley titanium retainers, 19.5 grams for that guy. This one's a standard height, 16 grams for that one. This is a steel retainer, 11. So titanium has been known to wear a little bit on the street sometimes, and when I can, I'll run a steel or sometimes even a tool steel retainer, but I also have to balance that against the price, and I don't really like wasting people's money if I don't have to. But these are extremely light, and they'll do really well with these conical valve springs. It's a good combination right there. So I should have the heads back this week. Here is Mr. Jack's scat crank. This is a 4340 piece from Scat. So 9 means forged. 351 would be a 2 3/4 inch main, 4-inch stroke, 6-inch rod, 2 100 rod journals. So this uses a small block Chevrolet style connecting rod. You can also get these in a 6 200 rod length, which means that the counterweights are shaped differently. You don't want to make that mistake. I made that mistake. You don't want to make that mistake again. That will cost you a lot of balancing issues. But nice looking piece. I've already just kind of rough measured the journals. Everything is within a couple tenths of each other. So I'll be using this with a set of Molnar rods, 6-inch rods, and probably a set of Molly pistons. We're waiting to see where the chambers on the heads finish up, and our bore size should clean up at 30,000. So mainly just waiting to see what the heads clean up at, so I can get those CC'd and see what kind of volume we need for our pistons. So just a quick rundown on all that, and this will be a real interesting build. I love doing the Cleveland stuff. 4-barrel closed chamber heads will absolutely make horsepower even in their stock unported form, and I just look really forward to doing this build. So y'all make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out, and hopefully in the next week or two we'll have the block here and the heads here, and I can start detailing the block and going over what I do for oiling mods. I know oiling mods gets everybody's heart racing. I don't know why, but there's really not much that you need to do in a street Cleveland like this, street strip Cleveland like this. There's a big hole, there's a big honking hole. There's 2 holes in the #1 main saddle. There's a big one. I plugged that hole. I run good cam bearings, and that is literally it, besides port gasket matching the oil pump hole. That's it for a hydraulic roller street engine. So you don't really need to do much. But I'll make sure and put that on video. We'll be assembling the cylinder head soon, and you guys don't want to miss out on that. And make sure you tune in and watch the camera videos that have been going together, as well as our 4.6 liter single overhead cam motor that's getting ready to go back on the dyno as soon as powder coater finishes up. And this one's ready to make power again. We added about 30 degrees of duration to the cams, so that's a lot. We'll see what it does. Hope you guys are having a good week, good weekend. I will talk to you soon.